Hello, and thank you for your time. My name is David Gillette, and I've worked for UPS for over 20 years. I am from Stafford Springs, Connecticut, where our own Kurt Vale and the Dr. Senator himself, Jeff Gordon, hail from. Here in small town Stafford Springs, like our neighbors in Bolton and Prospect, you'll both find hardworking Teamsters delivering your packages, driving your children's school bus, or even answering your 911 calls. We are hardworking, middle-class Americans fighting for a livable wage in a rapidly changing world of AI and gig economy that is eroding pathways upwards. UPS and Teamsters have allowed me to buy my first home and give my kids a life I never had. But all that could change in an instant. I remember like yesterday, the moment my strike vote came in the mail. We were in a tough battle with UPS and the deadline loomed ahead. I sat down with my wife and we calculated what we had in savings and who could help us out if a strike went on for a while. We would have exhausted our savings, and I began the real possibility of having to ask for government assistance to help feed my children. The mortgage payments don't stop just because you're on strike. I will never forget the stress that this caused my wife and I as we crossed off the dance lessons, our camping trip, summer camps, and were ready to break the news to the kids. Luckily, we ratified the contract and avoided shutting down the 3% of the U.S. GDP. But others are not as fortunate as us for being so vital to the economy. Like our iHealth Teamsters holding strong in the frigid weather to fight for a respectable contract, or our Amazon Teamsters fighting hard against a monolith that can just wait out any strike or simply leave town or a whole country. The playing field is not even. This country was great again when the middle class was great. The Teamsters are not beholden to anyone. Our 1.3 million strong are fighting for the working class. We are on the front lines. Some of these companies treat their employees like the Russians treat their soldiers. And I am sure every member here has a grandfather, grandmother, uncle, or aunt in their family that was part of a local union. It is built into the fabric of this great nation. What these bills do is help us before our time of need, keep food on the table for hardworking families, risking it all to raise all the boats around them. I ask a simple question. Would you help us when we're still standing and fighting for a respectable wage? Or will you help us when we have fallen and picking up the pieces to start over again? Please consider passing SB 8, HB 6904, and HB 6907, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you. Is there any questions?